Look, you can hear it in the air, can't you? That specific kind of silence that settles over one Arrowhead drive when the postseason isn't happening in our backyard. It feels wrong. It feels out of place. For the first time since 2014, the Kingdom is watching the playoffs from the outside looking in. And let me tell you, here at Chiefs Kingdom News, we aren't exactly used to the quiet. But just because the pads are off doesn't mean the icons of this franchise aren't making noise. Today, all eyes are on Arizona, and more specifically, on a certain number 87 who seems to find a way to dominate a highlight reel whether he's wearing a helmet or a polo shirt. I'm talking about Travis Kelce. Now, we all know the news by now. Travis was selected to his 11th Pro Bowl. Think about that for a second. 11 times. That's a Hall of Fame resume twice over. But instead of heading to San Francisco for the Pro Bowl games, Travis opted out. Chris Jones did the same. And while some folks in the national media want to scrutinize every move these legends make, you have to look at it from my perspective. These guys have given everything to the red and gold. After a grueling 17-game stretch where Travis caught 76 balls for over 800 yards at 36 years old, the man has earned the right to choose his battles. So where did he surface? The WM Phoenix Open Pro Am. And in typical Kelce fashion, he didn't just show up to ride the cart and enjoy the scenery. No, he went out there with Scotty Scheffler and Brooks Koepka, the best in the world, and nearly aced the 16-hole. The legendary par 3 at TPC Scottsdale. I saw the footage, and let me tell you, the roar from that crowd felt like a Sunday afternoon at Arrowhead. When the Chiefs official account posted, "What can't Travis Kelce do?" They weren't just hyping up a birdie. They were reminding the world that even in a down year for the team, the DNA of a champion doesn't just switch off. But we need to talk about the reality of where we are. A 6-11 season. It stings. It tastes worse than a burnt end left on the smoker too long. For those of us who live and breathe Chiefs football, seeing the Lamar Hunt Trophy being contested by other teams feels like someone is walking through our house without an invitation. We've been spoiled by the Patrick Mahomes era. We've been conditioned to expect February parades through downtown Kansas City. This year, the next man up mentality was tested, and for a variety of reasons, the magic of Arrowhead didn't translate into the win column the way we've come to expect. From my view, this offseason isn't just about rest. It's about a reckoning. When I see Travis on that golf course, looking relaxed but still competing with that fire, I don't see a guy who is finished. I see a guy who is recharging. There's been a lot of chatter, talk of retirement, talk of the end of an era. But what the Kingdom needs to understand is that the Andy Reid era has always been built on resilience. We saw it with the greats like Len Dawson and Tony Gonzalez, the legends who paved the way. They had those seasons that didn't go to plan, but they used that frustration as fuel. Travis Kelce winning a gold chain on a golf course is a fun distraction, sure. It's great to see him sinking putts and enjoying the life he's built. But don't mistake that smile for a lack of hunger. If you followed this team as long as I have, you know that in Spags we trust philosophy and the offensive genius of Reid and Mahomes don't just vanish. We have the core. We have Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith anchoring that line. We have a defensive interior with Chris Jones. This 6-11 record? In my view, this is just a setup for the greatest comeback story in the history of the AFC West. The rivals, the Raiders, the Chargers, the Broncos, they're probably enjoying this. They're probably thinking the dynasty has finally crumbled, but they've forgotten about the soul of Kansas City. This is a blue-collar, Midwestern powerhouse. We are the loudest stadium in the world because we care more than anyone else. We've waited decades before for this kind of success, and we aren't about to let it slip through our fingers after one bad turn. What I'm looking for now is how this team responds to the silence of February. I want to see that improvisational genius of number 15 back in the lab. I want to see Travis Kelce take this extra time off and turn it into the longevity that keeps him at the top of the tight end rankings for another 2 or 3 years. Because let's be honest, whether the football field or a fairway, the man is a winner. And here at Chiefs Kingdom News, we don't bet against winners. The road back to the Super Bowl starts with these quiet moments. It starts with the veterans getting their bodies right and the front office looking at the trenches to ensure Patrick is protected. We've seen the great dynasties of the past, the Niners, the Steelers, the Patriots. They all had a year where the wheels felt like they were wobbling. The difference is how you tighten the lug nuts. So, as we watch Travis hoist a golf trophy today, just remember, the next time he's hoisting something, I'm betting it's made of silver and named after Vince Lombardi. Stay strong, Kingdom. The smell of barbecue will be back in the parking lot before you know it. And that tomahawk chop is going to sound a whole lot louder when we're back on top. This is Chiefs Kingdom News. We protect the trophy, we honor the legacy, and we never, ever count out the red